I want to bring in Congresswoman Karen Bass, a Democrat from California. Congresswoman, good evening to you.
Good evening, Don.
Do you think Kelly Sadler needs to be held accountable for her comments, or at the very least, does the White House need to issue an apology?
Well, I think all of that. I think she needs to be held accountable. I think she needs to make an apology. But I think the chief of staff as well as the president need to be held accountable. I think her comments need to be viewed in the context of the culture that we all know about this White House.
You know, we started this week with the First Lady urging all of us to be best, and it's ending with the White House staffer dismissing John McCain's opposition to CIA Director nominee Gina Haspel, saying he's dying anyway. I mean,
she needs to take that message to the Oval Office. That's where that needs to go.
Go on. Talk to me more about that.
Well, I mean, I think, you know, for her to have the press conference, for her to say that, you know, she's launching this program and this effort, and I think it's noble, I think it's fine. But I do think that she needs to challenge the very culture that she's in within the White House. She also has a whole effort on cyberbullying, and the #1 cyber bully in the United States is her husband, the President of the United States. So I think that there's a lot of work that she could do on the home front that would help us all.
Congresswoman, the former Vice President Joe Biden weighed in on those comments today, and he said that people have wondered when decency would hit rock bottom with this administration. It happened yesterday. Given the White House trail of disrespect towards John and others, this staffer is not the exception to the rule. She is the epitome of it. What do you make of his remarks?
Well, I think his remarks are right on point, but I really do think that the entire focus should not be on the staffer. That staffer is wrong. She should apologize. She probably should be fired. But having said that, we really have to look at the overall picture. I mean, look at what the chief of staff said this week about immigrants. He has a long history of making just very inappropriate, insensitive, and sometimes dishonest comments.
But doesn't it?
I think it starts at the top.
At the top, though, the president criticized John McCain. Remember, I prefer heroes that are not captured.
Yes.
He ridiculed a long list of women, immigrants, a disabled reporter. So that's at the very top.
Well, absolutely. And, you know, I really do think her comments were sad. I mean, all of us, you know, understand that McCain is a hero, and we're all watching him suffer and go through this illness. And the idea that somebody would kick you when you're down like this is just completely unacceptable. But I do have to say it's consistent. It's what we've seen from day one. It was the way he launched his entire campaign. So none of us should really be surprised.